What's going on, guys? This is Edgar, the Grind Don't Stop. So this is a video that we promised you from Carlos Serrano. So if you haven't watched that first video, go ahead and watch that because he talks about a lot of the mistakes that common detailers do whenever they're doing ceramic coatings and paint corrections. So watch that video if you haven't. So what's going on, Carlos?
What's up, dude? We're
Nice.
back.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
All right, so you were telling me that you've been detailing as a business for 7 years now.
7 years in the business.
And then overall detailing like 20 something
23
years, right?
years, about 23 years. I started when I was in 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah,
Grade.
so I'm old. But yeah, I started at a car wash here locally called Mighty Fine Car Wash. And I worked there for 16 years, I think,
16 years.
17.
Okay.
And my only job, so I loved it.
Right.
So I've been doing this for a while. So it's been a fun journey so far.
Yeah, good. So you've been just doing that, for 16 years, and then finally you decided, hey, I want to be my own boss and kind of just do your own thing.
Yeah, finally, after working for this company for so long, it got to a point where you reach you reach the top, and you're not going anywhere from there. But long story short, at this car wash that I worked at, I went on a vacation, had some car troubles. Unfortunately, I missed I was supposed to return like on a Wednesday,
Right.
And I didn't show up till Thursday.
Okay.
And when I showed up, I kid you not, the owners were waiting for me. And if they're watching, they told me that as long as I worked for them, I was never gonna have a vacation. So that was a turning point,
Wow.
So for the rest of my career that I could work there,
Yeah.
I wasn't ever gonna get a vacation. So I'll never forget, it was there the next day.
Yeah.
And I called them like it was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I woke them up and I said, hey, I quit. And that's pretty much how it happened. And I started my detailing journey, and some people might know my story, some people might not. Everything started going well. Unfortunately, the business just went downhill at one point to where I had to live in my truck.
Wow.
So I lived in my truck for about 4 months. I was homeless. I got evicted from my apartment because I couldn't pay the bills anymore. So it was just part of the journey. And, I could have quit a long time ago. But for me, there was just no turning back like this. I live and breathe detailing. So the only thing I had left was a membership to 24-hour fitness.
Okay.
And that's where I would go and shower and brush my teeth. I didn't even work out, to be honest. I just needed that to shower.
Right.
And then there was days I didn't eat because I had to save whatever I'm making to pay these bills back.
Yeah.
So I went through a struggle, and finally, I think like after 5 months, finally it started going back up, and I was blessed with some amazing people throughout that downfall, and it changed my life for the better, And since then, it's all been uphill, Of course, we still get some struggles,
Right.
but I love them. I enjoy them.
That's kind of what life is. Sometimes, you have your highs, you have your lows.
Your lows.
But I didn't know that, man. I haven't, never heard
Yeah,
that story. That's
yeah. So, a lot of people see the smiling Carlos,
Right.
or the Carlos that's always joking around, but
Right.
in reality, there's much more. It's deeper than that. A lot of people see us out here smiling and grinding, and I wish I could be like them, or I could start my detailing business. But it's like, are you ready to really tackle this when you got some big struggles, And I can honestly say that, it's if you don't quit, anything is possible, right? So I'm blessed, Obviously, I didn't lose a truck. I didn't want to lose the truck because I had just got it, So I had to pull through. So yeah, that's my little story of my detailing journey. That some people know, some people don't.
It's quite a story. I'm glad you share with us. Something from your personal life.
Yeah.
Hopefully this inspires some of you guys out there. It's just sometimes you just have to keep on pushing through. I had never been in that position like Carlos was, but maybe if you guys are, or whatever it takes, just you have to keep on pushing through. Work towards your goals. I'm sure you had goals.
Yeah, I had a lot of goals,
and then you just had to overcome all those obstacles.
It
obstacles
just
of just not having place to stay.
yeah,
That's a big one.
it's all of that, and I like to talk about my story openly because I know there's somebody's out there that's really, struggling or might be going through kind of what I'm going or what I went through, right? From being evicted to a time of my life where suicide was definitely in the back of my head daily because it was just like nothing was going right. And the easy route was, let me just take my life away, and that's it, And I'm glad that I heard a voice, and it was like, it's not your time, and don't quit.
Right.
But yeah, if there's anything I could see, anybody following this video or you're watching this, honestly, don't quit, don't quit. it's better to keep pushing, because you never know if you would have quit earlier, you don't know what maybe that next blessing was literally right around the corner and you quit, right? So always keep pushing, keep pushing. It's the only thing I can tell people is pull through.
For the people who've been detailing for a while, I'm sure somewhere you have heard of Carlos Serrano's name. In the detailing forums, he's always helping out. He's been very, very helpful to us. I'm glad we were finally able to meet him in person. But Carlos, such an amazing story. I'm glad you shared it with us.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it.
If you haven't already followed him, go ahead and follow him as well. We'll have all his channel information down below. But we're trying to get out of here because it looks like it's going to start raining again. So I appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel as well if you haven't. You guys be safe.